Hello friends, myself Prashant Patil. Today we will see new point of subject data structure of topic searching and sorting. Before starting new point of topic searching and sorting, just we recall the previous lecture points. Already we discussed some points in the previous lecture, which are selection sort or the introduction of selection sort. Also we discussed the definition of selection sort. Also we studied the example of selection sort. Also we discussed how selection sort works. Today we will discuss here some points which are listed in the PPT, which are radix sort. Also we will discuss step by step procedure of radix sort. Also we will discuss the example of radix sort. The first point is radix sort. Radix sort is an integer sorting algorithm that sorts data with integer keys. Means it depends upon the sorting on the integer keys by grouping the keys, and these key will be grouped together by an individual digits that share the same significant positions and values. Radix sort uses counting sort as a subroutine to sort an array of numbers. Actually, radix sort is an advanced sorting method in which elements are arranged in some sequential order. For numeric data or decimal number, there are 10 buckets corresponding to the 10 decimal digits. As you know that numbers start from 0 to 9. That's why we are taken here 10 decimal digits for the 10 buckets for the 10 decimal digits. In this technique, number of iterations depends on the number of digits of the largest number in the list. In the first iteration, the first list is sorted on the basis of unit digit of the number or 0th digit of the number. The second iteration, the list is sorted on the basis of 10th digit or 10th number of the number, and so on. In computer science, radix sort is a non-comparative sorting algorithm. It avoids comparison, means in the radix sort most of comparison is avoided. If avoids comparison by creating and disturbing elements into the buckets. Already we've seen that in selection sort, in bubble sort, every time each location element is compared with next location element. But here in the radix sort, the comparison is avoided. According to their radix, for example, with more than one significant digit, this bucketing process is repeated for each digit, while preserving the ordering of the prior step until all digits have been considered. For this reason, radix sort has also been called as bucket sort, or which is called as the digital sort. Radix sort is a sorting technique that sorts the element by first grouping the individual digit of same place value, then sort the elements according to their increasing or decreasing order. Suppose we have an array of 8 elements. First we will sort elements based on the value of the unit place, as you know that unit place value. Then we will sort element based on the value of the 10th place. First we sort the element on the unit place, or which is called as the first place, and Then in second iteration we will sort on the basis of 10th place. In next iteration we will sort on the basis of 100th place. This process goes on until the last significant place or the digit. Now we will see step by step process or the step by step procedure of radix sort. The radix sort algorithm is performed using some steps. In step number 1, define 10 queues, each representing a bucket for each digit from 0 to 9. As you know that numbers start from 0 to 9. This is the decimal number. First, in step number first we define 10 queues for the elements, for the representing the elements. In step number 2, consider list significant digit of each number in the list which is to be sorted. In step number 2, just keep in mind, in step number 2 depends on list significant digit, which is called as the 0th location element, or which is called as the first unit of a number. In step number 3, insert each number into their respective queues based on the least significant digit. Now we will see in the next slide the example of radix sort. Each element is placed in this particular queues or in the particular bucket on the basis of least significant digit. In step number 4, group all the numbers from Q0 to Q9, which is called as bucket 0 to bucket 9, in order they have inserted into their respective queues. In step number 5, repeat from step number 3 based on the next least significant digit. Means this procedure continues until all the elements will be sorted. In step number 6, repeat step number 2 until all the numbers are grouped based on the most significant digit. Means this process starts from least significant digit, means lowest element, to the highest element. Basically, radix sort is an integer sorting algorithm that sorts data with integer keys. Means it depends upon the values. By grouping these values by individual digits that share some significant positions. Means when we start the grouping, this grouping depends upon the some significant positions, and the values of radix sort uses counting sort, or which is called as the subroutine to sort an array of numbers. Integers can be used to represent strings. Actually, radix sort works on the data type other than just integers, because radix sort is not a comparison based. That's why they call it a integer sorting algorithm, because in the radix sort we can't comparison of the elements or can't comparison of the letters. That's why which is called as the integer sorting algorithm. It is not bounded, or which is called as the omega, or which is called as the log n, or which is called as the omega of n log n for running time. In fact, radix sort can perform in linear time. Radix sort incorporates the counting sort algorithm so that it can sort larger multi-digit numbers without having to potentially decrease the efficiency of increasing the range of keys or values the algorithm must sort over. Now we can see here the example of radix sort. Consider the list of unsorted integer numbers. Now see in the figure, elements are listed here. First element is 82, the second element is 901, 901, next one is the 100, the next one is the 12, 150, 77, 55 and 23. First, see the carefully all the elements. In first step, as you know that, first calculate the most significant element. Now see here which one is the most significant element. I find out or search here, the most significant element is 901, because 901 is the greatest number all over the list. In step number 1, define 10 cues, each represent a bucket for digit from 0 to 9. Now first draw the 10 cues or 10 buckets from bucket 0, bucket 1, bucket 2 up to bucket 9, or which is called as the Q0, Q1, Q2 up to Q9 in step number 1. In step number 2, insert the number of the list into the respective queue based on the least significant digit of every number. Now see carefully all the numbers. First mark the number which is least significant digit. In 82 number, 2 is the least significant location or least significant digit. So in 82 number I am going to mark number 2, this because this is one least significant digit. The next number which is 901, in 901 least significant digit or once placed digit is 1. That's why I am going to mark here 1, form 1. In 100 least significant digit is 0. In 12, 2. 150, 0. Now see carefully, in 77, 7 is the least significant digit number, because we have to first mark the least significant digit number. Then 55, 5 is the least significant digit number. In 23, 3 is the least significant digit number. Now see carefully, least significant digit numbers I am going to place the in queues or in the buckets. First 82. In 82, first we marked the least significant digit number is 2. That's why 82 number is placed in queue number 2, because marked number is 2. Now see in the figure, in queue number 2, Q0, Q1 and Q2. Inside Q2, first we insert 82. Now consider the value 901. 901, the least significant number is 1. So 901 or 901 element is placed in Q1 because its least significant number is 1. Now see carefully in Q number 1. Then 100, next number is 100. Now I am going to mark the least significant digit which is 0. So 100 is placed in queue number 0 or bucket number 0, because 100's least significant value is 0. Now see in the figure, first now 100 is inserted in the queue. The next element is 12. Now see carefully, 12, in the 12 element, 2 is the least significant element, means that 2 is the marked, because we have to insert this 12 element in queue number 2. Now see in the figure, 12 is inserted above the 82. Now 150. Now 150 we marked least significant digit number is 0. So 150 is placed in the queue 0. Now see in the figure. Then next one element is 77. In 77, 7 is the least significant digit. So 77 is placed in queue number 7 or bucket 7. Now see in the figure. Now 55, in 55 element, 5 is marked as a least significant digit. So 55 is placed in the queue number 5. In 23, 3 is the least significant element. So 23 is placed in queue number 3. Now here we already grouped all numbers from Q0 or bucket 0 to Q9 or bucket 9. In the order they have inserted and consider the list for the next step. This is the input. Now we will collect the output from step number 2. First 100. First we have to perform the operation pop. First 100 is placed in queue number 0. So 100 is right at the left side of the list. Now see in the figure at the bottom end. 100 is placed at the left side. Then we will place 150 after the 100 number. Then we will remove 901 from Q1 and place it after 150. Likewise, we will remove element one by one from the queue and stored in the list. First 100, then 150, then 901, then 82, then 12, then 23, then 55, and then 77. This is the list of output of step number 2. Now consider that the output of step number 2 is, it will become a input of step number 3. Now see carefully, whatever we getting output here of step number 2, this output will become a input of step number 3. Now see in the step number 3, insert all the numbers of the list into the respective queues. Likewise in the previous step, based on the next least significant digit, which is called as the tens place digit of every number. Now 100, now see the list: 100, 150, 901, 82, 12, 23, 55, 77. This is the input of step number 3, which is come from the step number 2 output: 100, 150, 901, 82, 12, 23, 55 and 77. Now here mark the next least significant digit. Already we marked the least significant digit. Now here we marked the next least significant digit. Next significant digit we marked, or which is called as the 10th place digit, marked in 100. Middle element is 0, so we marked for the 0 element. For 150 we marked for 5. 901 we marked for 10th place digit, which is 0. For 82 we marked for 8. 12 we marked for 1. 23 for marked 2. 55 for 5. 77 for 7. In previous step already we inserted the element in stepwise. Likewise here also we are going to insert the element in tens place digit, depends on the tens place placed digit. Now 100 is placed, first element is 100, which is going to be placed in Q0 because marked element is 0. Now second element 150. 150 element, the marked number is 5. So 150 is placed in queue number 5. See in the figure. The next element is 901. The marked number is 0. So 901 is placed in Q0 or bucket 0. See in the figure. Then 82. 82 is placed in Q8. 12 is placed in Q1. 23 is placed in Q2. 55 is placed in Q5. 77 is placed in Q7. Now here grouped all the numbers of Q0 to Q9 in the order they have inserted and consider the list of the next step is as input. Now we will collect the output of step number 3, or just remove out all the elements from the queue. The first element we will remove 100. Then we will remove 901 from Q0 and then place from left to right. Then we will remove queue number 1 element, which is 12. Then we will remove the element 23 from Q2 and placed after element 12. Likewise, we will place all the elements 150, then 55, then 77 and 82. This is the list of output step number 3. Now, this output is considered as the input of step number 4. In step number 4, same procedure will apply, means recursion will be apply here. Insert all the numbers of the list into respective queue based on the next least significant digit, which is called as hundreds placed digit of every number. In step number 2, we place all the elements on ones place digit. In step number next, all the elements are placed in the queue on the basis of tens place digit. In the last step or step number 4, we insert the element on the basis of hundreds placed digit. Now we can see here the list 100, 901, 12, 23, 150, 55, 77 and 82. This is the input which is taken from the step number 3. First, in step number 1, the first mark the 100 place digit. As you know that the 100 place digit which is 1. In 901, the 100 place digit is 9. The next number is 12. Here 100 place digit is not present over here. So 100 place digit which is 0 now considered as 0. Now the next element is 23. In the 23, 100 place digit is not present over here. So we can consider here 0 is the 100 place digit. As you know that 0, 2, 3 is considered as a 23. Then 150. Now I am going to mark 100 place digit which is 1. In 55, 100 place digit is not present, so I am going to mark for 0, means 55 is considered as a 055. The next element is 77, which is considered as a 077. So 0 is a 100 placed digit. And the last element is 82, means which is considered as a 082, means 0 is the 100 placed digit. Now first element 100 is placed in queue number 1, as you see in the figure. Then the next element is 901. So 100 place digit is 9, that's why 901 is placed in queue number 9. Now see in the figure at the last queue. The next element is 12. Before 12 having one element is 0, means 0, 12. So 12 is placed in queue 0. Then we will place 23 in queue number 0, because before 23 having one number is 0. So 23 is placed in queue number 0. The next element is 150. Now here 100 place digit we already marked here 1. So 150 is placed in queue number 1. The next element is 55. 55 is placed in queue number 0, because before the 55 having element 0. Then 77 also having element 0, that's why 77 is placed in queue number 0. Likewise 82 also placed at queue number 0. Now remove all the elements one by one and placed from left to right. Group all the numbers from Q0 to Q9 in the order they have inserted and consider the list of next step to the input list. The first Q0, from Q0 we will remove the element. First remove the element which is 12, then we will remove 23, then we will remove 55, then we will remove 77, then we will remove 82. Again after completion of Q0 we will see Q1. first we'll remove 100, then 150, then C Q2 is empty, Q3 is also empty, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all are empty. Then last Q9 which contains the element 901, which remove and placed into the right hand side of the list. Now see the elements 12, 23, 55, 77, 82, 100, 150 and 901. The list got sorted in the increasing order. Now we can see the next point, which is complexity of radix sort algorithm. To sort an unsorted list with n number of elements, radix sort algorithm need to following complexities. The first complexity is that worst case complexity, which requires of n comparisons. Best case complexity also we required the same comparisons of n comparisons are required. And the next one is the last one is the average case, which requires of n, means in every case requires of n comparisons will be required. Now we can see another one example, or the second example of radix sort. This is another way of sorting. First element is now seen in the figure at the left side. The elements are placed in column wise. At the left side we can see here the first element is 329, the second element is 457, the next element is 657, the next element is 839, 436, 720 and 355. As you know that the first step is based on the unit place, or which is called as the zeroth place. So first I'm going to mark here the zeroth location element or unit place element already marked here. So marked element is placed on the basis of their integer values. So now see in the second column or the second figure, first we will place on the basis of zeroth, on the basis of integer values from 0 to 9. Now consider that or comparison that 9, 7, 7, 9, 6, 0 and 5. Now here 0 is there in 720. 0 value is present in the value 720. So 720 is placed at the top of the row in figure number 2. Then we will place next, which is 355. After that 5, after 5 it will come 6. That's why 436 will placed at row number 3. Then 457, then 657, then we will place 329, then we will place 839 in figure number 2. In figure number 2 apply step number 3. In step number 3 we will sort on the basis of 10th place. So 10th place digits already marked here. On the basis of integer, now I'm going to write the third figure or third column. In third column or third table, I'm going to write on the basis of 10th digit or 10th place. First, the first element is 720, the second element is 329, the third element is 436, the next element is 839, the next element is 355, the next element is 457, and the last element is 657. In step number 4 or step number last, again we are going to sort on the basis of 100 digit place. First I'm going to mark 100 digit place, which is 7, 3, 4, 8, 3, 4 and 6. Now I'm going to sort on the basis of integer value. The first integer value, which is 3. So 329 is placed in the table at the first row, 329. The next value is 355. So 355 is placed in row number 2. After 3 it will come 4. So I'm going to write 436. Then I'm going to write 457. After 4 it will come 5. 5 is not present. Then 6 is present. So 657 is the next element. After 6 7 will be there. 720. Then it will be right. Next element 839. Now see, all the elements in the table are in sorted manner. Thank you.